Alright, what's up YouTube? So, I am painting a custom-made Sportster motorcycle fuel tank, as you can see. I'm going to go over with some tips and tricks on how to use body filler, what not to do, what to do. I'm going to go over what a good body filler surface looks like and what a bad one looks like. So let's just get into it. Before I start telling you about this, I gotta stress this enough. Make sure you're cleaning your surfaces, especially if you're down to bare metal. Make sure you're cleaning your surfaces before you start your body filler. Make sure you have a nice etched up, kind of ground in, nice gritty little metal here. I hit mine with 80 grit. That's kind of what everybody recommends. I hit mine with a little 80 grit just to give it some teeth, just to give it some bite. The next thing I'm going to talk about is your body filler. Whatever manufacturer you are going to be using, whether it's Eastwood, this. I like the Evercoat. It seems to work pretty good for me. Your mix ratios are drastically important. Your hardener and your body filler. So what most people are telling you is you'll have a puddle of your body filler. You're going to put a line of hardener through it. Yes and no. It depends on the weather. It depends on how hot it is, what environment you're doing your body filler in. For me, I live in Arizona. It is always hot here. It is hot all year round. I don't care what anybody tells you. It's flipping hot here. So what I do is I get my nice little body filler puddle, and I go about 65 to 75% through my puddle. What that does is it allows me to get me enough time to shape it and get a nice body filler look on there. Get a nice even coverage, smooth it out, make sure everything looks nice and pretty. If you don't mix it properly, this stuff can happen. That's exactly why I did this, to show you what's going to happen if you don't mix it properly. If it's too hot outside and you put too much hardener in there, it's going to set up so fast when it hits this metal. It's going to gunk up like this, and you're just going to cause yourself so much more work to grind this down. I have an electric sander, so I'm going to make quick work of this. But another cool thing is I actually found these at Home Depot. You could probably find these. They're just kind of little throwaway block sandpapers. This one is 80. This one is 180. So I actually have a block sander, but I'm not going to use it because I ran out of sandpaper. So I'm going to use these and see how well they work, and then I will let you know. Also, some tips and tricks real quick before we get into it. Guide coat. Guide coat. Always use guide coat. If you are a new DIY painter and you are new to this whole setup, please invest in guide coat. If you want to get the best possible outcome of you painting your own surface, use guide coat. It's going to help you get that nice concave look with no imperfections through the entire thing. Another thing I was looking at, there's a lot of people out there that do bigger surfaces for body filler, which is the whole point of me making this video. I see people doing doors and cars and fenders and wheel wells and stuff like that, and just simple imperfections, but never a really concave surface like a motorcycle tank. You see it every now and again, but there's specific type of body fillers that you want to use if you're trying to give it a little bit of a shape. If you're trying to fill in a divot or something. Always do your diligence, find the body filler that's going to work best for you. I went with Evercoat Rage. It seems it's a premium lightweight body filler, and for this I think it's going to work the best. So getting into it with a concave surface, I'm going to show you how guide coat works. I'm going to show you how not to do this, and I'm also going to show you some simple do-it-yourself kind of ways to get that nice clean surface all the way around. If you look closely right here, you can see welding points. Now I've already pressurized the tank to make sure there's no leaks, but this kind of stuff is what I use for Bondo for. Some people use, your primer coat to fill this. I say, yeah, that's good and all, but I know that Bondo is going to hold it together. I keep saying Bondo Bondo is a main brand. Body filler is the technical term, so I know all you car guys and enthusiasts, give me a break here. I also have another one on this side. I just filled a little dent down there. So I'll either link it to this video, or maybe in my next video I'll show you the continuation of this. I just wanted to go over this real quick and stress the importance of your body filler to hardener ratio. Your pre-prep, your painting prep, prepping out your surfaces, taping your holes, making sure everything you don't want touched isn't going to get touched. and then going over your pre-coat, your guide coat, I mean. I cannot stress how important this is. This is probably one of the best things I've seen ever invented. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, you know, a DIY guy, and you don't want anybody else touching your stuff except you, like I am, guide coat is going to be your best friend when it comes to painting and prepping surfaces, because I know guys that have been doing this for, you know, 20 plus years, and they still use guide coat. So if they're not good enough to not use guide coat, you're definitely not good enough to use guide coat. Use guide coat. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.